Happy birthday to any Geminis out there whose birthday is in May. Hi Gemini, welcome back to Love from Leo. My name is Tay. Oh, my name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo, and this is my channel. Now, as always, we are going to focus on your focus for the month, the energy that you can align with to kind of help you get through these type of issues that may be popping up or just situations. And then we'll segue into what Spirit wants to tell you with this Oracle deck here. And then we'll start with your beginning, middle, and end of your May in segments. So if you want to go and skip through, you can do that as well. I do want to let you guys know that if I sound a little tired, it's because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at like 2:30, just on the dot, just woke up, and I was like, I'm going to go read. So yeah, I'm still kind of waking up a little bit. Let's just get started into your reading. So this is your energy, Gemini. My Gemini for any placement. Right, so we have the Gemini energy there. Now your focus, we have the Venus energy. Now, as we know right now, Venus is in retrograde. So if you do not know, you may have some lovers coming back, but you also may have some back pay, literally, or just like in a figurative sense. Just material things that needed to happen for you are starting to emerge, whether that's good or bad. It just depends on, how you are karmically and where Venus may be placed in your chart as well. So yes, there's probably going to be a lot of lovers, a lot of new lovers, new old lovers, but not just lovers. It's also about friendships and, connections and all the things that make you feel comfortable but also beautiful too. So it varies. Okay, so just kind of make it fit for your situation. Now let's see what Spirit wants to tell you for the month of May. So yeah, you literally may be receiving gifts, you know what I'm saying, this month, because Venus also is about, like gifts and all of the lavish things in life. Okay, so we have shadow. This is pretty similar to what the Gemini energy looks like as far as the twins. At the top here, we have the number 18. If you, in numerology, when you add up numbers, 1 plus 8 obviously is 9. 9 is the number of completion. So I definitely think that you have probably been doing a lot of self-work or having to come to terms with certain things happening in your life. And during this month of May, I definitely feel like you're going to be like graduating into a new, an improved version of yourself. So I really like to see that, Gemini. Obviously, you could just be stepping into a new age, just literally speaking, because your birthday could be in May. Sorry, y'all, my third eye is itching. All right. So in the beginning of your May, you're tired. You have so much on your plate. You have so many responsibilities, yes? And you feel like, oh my gosh, can I just take a break? I'm so tired. This is the vibe I'm getting. I'm so tired. But what exactly are you tired of? What are you tired of? Yeah, and this is all about you, Gemini, because we have the Magician's card here. You're like literally talking to yourself like, bitch, I am tired. I'm tired. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you are tired of giving and not receiving the same amount back. Some of you are tired of trying to make a relationship work, whether it's a friendship, a love situation, a future potential love situation. You're tired of trying to make this work. It could be a job as well. In all forms of the fashion of this word, you're tired. Like, I just keep getting the vibe that you're sick and tired of being tired. 5 of Swords in reverse. You want to have a conversation about this, or you want to tell the world how you feel, or tell this person how you feel. But at this point, you're at the point where if you do have the conversation, you're just gonna go off. You're just gonna be like, you know what? I'm tired of biting my tongue. It's that time when Geminis show their ass a little bit. Sometimes you gotta let it be what it is. You gotta just say it like you mean it. That energy of just like the other twin comes out, and you're like, you know what? Let's talk about it. I'm seeing Aries energy here with this new. Like initiating a whole new way of being, like a whole new journey. Like some of you are like, you know what, I'm tired, so let's just move on from this. Like there's no reason to try to hold on to it, especially if this was a love situation that you really did try to put effort into. You probably went out of your way emotionally to make sure that they knew how you feel, and it just wasn't working. There was no communication, or maybe you had to be this person now. You had to turn into the Queen of Swords in reverse, where you're like, you know what, I don't even want to talk to you. There's nothing to say. Because maybe this fire sign or whoever this masculine energy is showing up, it just seems like they just weren't doing their part, or maybe they were, entertaining other flames instead of, assisting you or being there for you. And you're done. You're like, you know what? I'm over it. I am seeing that what you're feeling in the beginning of your May is the 3 of Wands. So you do have hope that things will change in your future. And actually, for a lot of you, I feel like you're actually going to be like moving towards whatever your goal is. Like once you acknowledged whatever isn't gonna work and you dropped it, kind of like what Megan Thee Stallion was like, cut a nigga off and my checks got bigger, like that type of energy. Like it's like you left them behind, and now that you did this, like your goals are actually like moving up. Like you're actually working towards your goal. You're moving towards bigger and better things. And I like to see this because I feel like this is you kind of creating and molding, especially with this magician's energy. You could literally be like manifesting, things to come towards you, but also just you're using your resources wisely. Like you're actually making things happen, and you're like, you know what, I don't have time to just be trying to wait on you. I don't have time to just be, waiting on something better to happen. So what are you creating? What are your goals? What are you being driven towards? I see a lot of Aries energy here, which is good when you want to get some things done. Okay, use all the energy you have in the beginning of your May to get those goals accomplished. Okay, what are we creating? What is Gemini creating? Five of Wands. Some of you are literally competing for something. You're striving to be at the top of something. You could also be competing against whoever this person is to kind of like outshine them, is what I'm feeling. Or for some of you, it's to prove them wrong, to prove to them that, you messed up. You really messed up this time. Four of Swords. Like I said, I feel like you've really just been like waiting on this. Like this is something it's like premeditated, whatever goal you're trying to go towards. You already were planning for this, but now you're doing it. Now you're just fighting for it. Now you're putting the action behind it. For some of you, whatever you're going towards, it could involve you having to stand up for yourself, or maybe just be more aggressive towards attacking your goal and grabbing it. So instead of like just attracting it, you're going out there and you're grabbing it. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that. I like that a lot. Three of Cups. Yeah, this is going to bring you emotional fulfillment, but it's also something, like I said, from your action creates this fulfillment, creates this sense of happiness and sense of accomplishment. Wow, I like that. Okay. So let's see what type of energy, attitude you should be asserting in the beginning of your May. We already see it needs to be dynamic, but how should you show up? Because that's how you're going to be feeling, but how should you show up physically? Death. Ooh. This I like this card for this situation, because I feel like Gemini, you're being encouraged to have that cut him off vibe, or cut her off, or whoever it is. You're being encouraged to be like, I don't know if you guys are into Orishas and things like that and deities, but like Oya, or there's another deity that deals with like death and transformation. I know exactly what she looks like, I just can't remember her name. But you're encouraged to have that energy of like hurricanes and endings, like let's end this now. Slicing through the barriers, using your sword to end things that have been holding you back. Very, very intense, but it's very much this like very powerful feminine type of vibe of like transitioning, ending, but very quick, very, very quick, and very brutal, because it's like you're tired of trying to conform. You put in so much effort only for it to not be reciprocated, and that anger that you have should be used towards your goals, but it should be used to show that other person, you can't do me like this and expect for it to just be okay. But what I'm saying is show them with your future. Show them how you upgrade, not physically, okay? Don't get yourself in trouble, Gemini, okay? I cannot be liable for what you do. So please be careful. So let's move into the middle of your May. So what you're showing is the Eight of Cups in reverse. I think you're definitely walking away. We already know you're walking away. But there's a sense of you kind of learning lessons about the destiny that you thought you were supposed to have. Acknowledging, little things that maybe you want to look over, or maybe you didn't want to realize while you were going through it, or while you were a part of whatever this union was. So now it's like, now that it's over, when they say hindsight is 20/20, that type of energy. Let's see what this is in regards to. Ooh. Okay, it could have been a marriage. Oh, a marriage, or I feel like this is about trust. Like maybe you had a lot of trust in someone and you took a leap of faith, and now you're starting to see like maybe where you went wrong with that, or maybe like how you can have better judgment next time. Like discernment. Like I said, with all of this air energy for you, Gemini, this is, to me, 1111. I'm seeing this as like, you know, when they say Geminis are like childish, or when they say like they're the jokesters or the magicians of the zodiac, like, yeah, that's true, but Geminis are very, that's part of their wittiness, that's part of their smart, their logic almost, to be able to make other people feel comfortable enough to where they'll tell them everything, have conversations. But also when you get to that mode of being logical as a Gemini, it's like literally possessing two different energies to bounce off of. So that's like, two minds are better than one, is what I'm trying to say. It's dangerous for other people once a Gemini taps into that understanding, because it's almost like they don't need anybody else once they can figure out what they need. When they figure out how to balance the twins within themselves, they don't really need anyone else. And so I feel like that's kind of where you're starting to see, like, you were chasing after this other counterpart that you thought you needed, but really they needed you more than anything. They might have been intimidated by you, because with this energy that I'm seeing here, this is like from Game of Thrones, Khaleesi. This vibe is what I'm feeling. Like I was saying, very dominant female energy. Ooh, just got the chills. I got the chills, Gemini. What's happening? But what I'm seeing, you're learning that it doesn't help for you to try to actively argue. Almost like you're going on this like cold shoulder, no talking at all. Almost like you're aligning with this energy of attraction, because there's this energy of femininity, but it's like you're not trying to go towards them. You don't even care. It's like you do care for them to see your progress, but you're not going to do anything to let them know that. It's almost like you're literally like, just watch me. Like goddess vibes all day. It's very powerful. It's so powerful. What is this energy? I love it. I'm in love with this. I'm so in love with this. Prince of Pentacles energy coming up here. So we do have Virgo energy coming up. This could be someone who's a part of this energy, or maybe this is just the vibe that you are possessing in the middle of your May, which is making you come off so regal, strong, super strong, but also this delicate beauty. And this beauty could be just you going through all of these challenges and coming out strong and unscathed at the end. Or literally beauty because you let go of something that they didn't realize your beauty until you left. Tapping into a very goddess-like energy. What you're feeling on the inside, 8 of Cups. So just like what you're doing in your May, it's aligning with what you're feeling. So now you really are tapping into that Gemini energy. This is double energy here of the same card in different decks. Now you're really going towards your destiny. You walking away from something you thought was your destiny only leads you to what you know and you can feel is your destiny. So this is some powerful stuff. Now, when I say goddess vibes, this is what I mean. Literally leveling up into a goddess type of energy, which is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What is Gemini's destiny when it comes to the middle of May? Queen of Pentacles, sitting pretty, literally sitting pretty, financially, materialistically, possession-wise, ties with certain people in your life, like your relationships, domestic relationships are being a little bit more stable and you can count on them. Focusing on your money. When I tell you that Megan Thee Stallion line, like for real, a lot of you, it definitely is with money. It's like as soon as you realize that you were paying attention to the wrong things, universe pays you back what you deserve. You know, so you can live more comfortable and also just have something else to focus on. Page of Wands. An offer of action is probably coming towards you. Maybe there's something that's a little bit more lighthearted for you to partake in. But I'm also feeling like for a lot of you, this could just be like an adventure coming towards you. So something that you don't see it as completely stable yet, whether this is like a love situation or something else. But this is like an offer coming to you, an opportunity coming to you rather, that with these new material abundances that you do have here, you can actually create and go towards your destiny, which makes your steps to going towards your biggest goal that you have for the future, it makes it a little bit easier to obtain. So exactly, it's like once you shift your focus, everything else starts to fall into place so fast. Yeah. 6 of Wands. So now you're winning. You remember in the beginning of your reading, we had the 6 of Wands in reverse. You were tired of putting in all this effort. You were so tired of putting in all this effort. Come the middle of your May, you're going to feel that winner's attitude. Nothing can stop that. That goddess, that goddess vibe is so strong. So, so strong in the middle of your May. Like, nobody can tell you anything, Gemini. But it's not even like you're trying to be like boastful about it. It's really just you learning. These are the rewards that you get whenever you work on yourself, Gemini, or anybody who's watching this, you know? Beautiful. I love this. I love this so much. If there is an opportunity and it is with the person, I do think it's more so with like money and materials. But if it is a person coming towards you, let's just see what cards come up, what signs come up. Sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so I'm seeing a Sagittarius, and definitely with this Page of Wands, it definitely could be a Sagittarius, okay? So there may be a Sag coming towards you with an offer or an opportunity, or maybe themselves being the offer. But that's what I'm seeing. But I do think this is more about coming together with someone, maybe to make something happen, achieve a goal, whether that's buying something or creating some type of creative something. I don't know, coming together to expand something you're putting work into, though, okay? I really like this. So how should Gemini's attitude be in the middle of May? Baby, you got that money, honey. As soon as you drop them off, baby, your life takes off, okay, with this wealth here. Abundance. Now, this literally means money as well, but this is about being fruitful. A lot of you may see that I put like a lot of oranges with a lot of my stuff that I do. There's multiple reasons for that. But the main reason is because it's a fruit, and I'm a Virgo moon, and so I feel like you must nurture, you have to take care of something, you have to pay attention to the details, you have to harvest in order to have fruit and to be abundant in life in so many different ways. And this is literally the energy that, look, it's the Virgo energy right there. It's literally you being able to pick your fruit now that you've harvested for all this time, and you know that you have this wealth. You know that whenever you use this, you still have some left over. You know that it's just continuous abundance in the middle of your May. This is also the energy that you should align with, okay? Basically knowing that you got it, so that when you do have it in your hand, you know exactly what you got to do with it, okay? Now let's go ahead and move into the end of your May. Knave of Swords in reverse. Usually I would say that you're maybe a little lost in your direction, but with this card, I feel like now you know what you want to do. So as to where maybe in the beginning or just in your past, you were not so sure what you wanted to do. Now you know what you want to do. You're not thinking about it. Now you're just like, oh, like it's not Knave of Swords. Now you're King of Swords or Queen of Swords. And so I do like to see that. I think that should be all credited to you. You know what I'm saying? And like the things that you've been the things that you've been starting for yourself. Basically, I'm saying I feel like it's your efforts that's gotten you to that point where you're sure of yourself now. What is the direction that Gemini's trying to go towards? Ace of Wands. So now you know your course of action. Now you know your plan, and now you're actually doing this. You're actually working, actively working on whatever your goal is, whatever your vision is. Queen of Wands. So now you are, whether this is that fire sign from earlier, for a few of you, I feel like this is more about what do you see? What's your vision for yourself? Literally, what's your vision? Because now you're starting to go and attack it. What is Gemini's vision? Okay, so you do want some type of romance. You do want, maybe not a serious commitment, but you do want some romance, honey, okay? So I think if there is an offer that you're not really taking serious, but you're like, you want to dibble and dabble and, be Gemini and kind of, float around and all that, then this is what this is saying. Like, you do want a little bit of some type of emotional fulfillment, because throughout this whole reading, I have been seeing that it's so focused on being like bossing up, tapping into that goddess nature, cutting through ties. At the end of May, I think you're like, okay, I think I'm ready to be pampered just a little bit, okay? So that's definitely the vibe that I'm seeing. There could be, again, that Sagittarius is here. So maybe they are that offer from the middle of your May. You also could be very patient with this. Yeah, I don't know what else I wanted to say with that. All right, so we got 3 cards that came out. So this is something that's going to be revealed to you. Like, maybe they're going to tell you how they feel. It's definitely going to come out of nowhere, I would say. And then with this Ace of Cups energy, it's like a new beginning in a relationship. So if this is existing already, then this is like a new stage for you guys. If this is something totally new for you, it's going to come out of the blue and you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, it just fell into my lap, so let's see where it goes from here type of energy. For some of you, I am seeing that it may be a breakup, or maybe just like a lower version of what they want. Like maybe because of everything that you've been going through, they want something serious, or you want something serious, vice versa. But you're like, you know what? Let's not commit so quickly yet. Let's kind of slow it down. Let's get to know each other a little bit more. Let's not just rush in with our feelings. Let's be logical about this. But I also think some of you you're going to actually be putting action towards this. You just don't want to rush in so quick and make it so stable so fast. Now, what you're feeling is the Two of Wands. So again, you are kind of like, you haven't really made your decision. I think a lot of you are going to be putting yourself on pause romantically. I think a lot of you want, the feeling of that excitement of the new love, the honeymoon phase and all that. But you actively are like, but let me chill. Let me not get so serious so fast. You just wisened up. For some of you, it could be kind of like your heart is a little bit cold because of everything that's been happening. But it's like, no, you're just being smart too, We have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's changes that are coming towards you, opportunities that are coming towards you, shall I say, that you may be in the way of making this happen if you choose to just sit with it. Now, some of you may need to sit and, make sure this is something you want to do. Yeah, but it's mainly just because your heart was broken in the past. You're like, I don't know if I'm over that past trauma, tower energy. You're like, I don't know if I'm over everything that happened with my heartbreak and just, the way that things collapse. And this could be with that past person as well, because I am seeing that energy come up too. It's like you want to enjoy it, but you can't really trust it just yet. Three of Pentacles, you're working on it, and I think you do want to make this work with this person as far as being able to get along. But I don't know if you actually want real commitment, strength. So you want to strengthen the relationship before you really take it super, super serious. I think this is what this is saying. You also want to make sure that you're strong within yourself before you connect with someone else. You want to make sure you're strong within yourself. Now, how should you be coming across at the end of May? What should your attitude be towards this, whatever this relationship is? We got repletion. I'm going to actually read this card because I don't know what this card is about. So this is about being calm, having the ability to let go and enjoy, having enough, and completion. So, okay, you know how I was saying you're holding on to the past a little bit, or a lot of it? This is saying be calm. Like, just because things have happened in the past, don't be so quick to shut down opportunities that could actually turn into something better for you. This is also saying don't be so quick to rush, let everything flow. But also allow whatever waters that are flowing, allow them to submerge over you. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that you're feeling. Allow yourself to maybe even go towards those emotions. If you feel it, let it happen. Don't be so quick to shut it down because you don't know where it could go, especially if this is someone new. Remember, your focus is for Venus. So with Venus, this is about having this beauty and this idealistic way of having things, whether it's with your materials, your finances. It rules your love, your relationship, your materials, like I was saying. It also rules beauty. And a lot of the time, beauty comes from things that are unknown, the things that you didn't really know was going to happen. Those are the most beautiful things, It's also about the little things, also about the big things, but also realize that the whole energy of Venus is about this love, or romance, shall I say. Enjoy the romance, because I think you may actually be more in tune with this person than you may give credit for, because you're being a little too logical at the end of May. Now, everything I said before still sticks. You do need to go through that phase of kind of being, that goddess energy that ends something. But then at the end of May, allow all of that goddess energy to also be transformed into the beautiful feminine side of it, not just, the harsh, aggressive side of a feminine's attitude. Allow it to submerge over you and allow it to not consume you, but to wrap itself. Allow it to seep into your skin. And when I say seep, I mean the feeling of beauty, romance, because it looks good on you when you're in love. You look better, you feel better, So allow it to happen. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know how to get through it because you already did that. You already know that you can end some stuff if you have to. But allow it to happen. Don't be so quick to just shut down your opportunities because you never know when they'll show up again. And with that being said, Gemini, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciated reading for you all. I hope that it gave you some clarity. I also hope that you choose to come back to my channel, maybe subscribe, like this video. If you would like a private reading from me, you can definitely email me, lovefromaleo@gmail.com, and I'll get to you there rather quickly. If you would like to sign up for monthly personalized readings from me to you, you can sign up at my Patreon. It will be on the screen here. And basically, when you sign up there, on each first of the month, I will message you and say, hey, your monthly reading is going to be coming up soon. I need to get, a better idea of what you want to focus on, whether it's one specific situation that you want clarification on, whether it's love, what's coming towards you energetically, if it's something just specifically about you and your growth and progression as a person and as a spirit. We can definitely work on that. Soul ties, questions that you just want answers to, anything that you want, basically, that in my ability to answer and to give you more clarification on, I am here for that. So please make sure you sign up. It is cheaper to sign up as a patron than it is to go and get a personalized reading. So if you want to do that, make sure you sign up and kind of become a part of my little subscription list outside of YouTube. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I do have 2 Instagram accounts that I'm working on trying to develop more, I guess. I don't know. I gotta stop being such a damn hermit. I gotta get out and start exercising my goddess energy. So if you want to combine with that, or if you want to collab or do anything like that of that nature, please make sure you go add me on Instagram. And with that being said, I love you all so much, my beautiful, strong Geminis. It's a lot of goddess energy here, okay? Whether you're male or female, goddess energy is real. Very real. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, Gemini.